So Maarten, I'd like you to come up and share with us the lessons learned from selling millions of NFT tickets. Everybody, give our friend here a hand.
Thank you, guys. Let me see. This is the, yeah, there we are. All right. I'm Maarten Bloemers, and I couldn't wish for a better introduction by these guys, because a lot of what they are talking about we are already doing for 6 years. We are a ticketing protocol and a ticketing infrastructure for the masses, and we have been doing this since 2016. To date, we sold over 2.8 million tickets, and yes, they are all NFTs. We sort of chose not to rage war on attention because it's a stupid thing for now, but that's about to change. So let me give you a quick run through to what we're doing and how we're doing it. So the important thing here is that we want to create an infrastructure for the masses, and the masses is the key word here, because my aunt is not going to install MetaMask, get some stables on there and buy a ticket for a concert. That's just not going to happen. It will never happen. Probably the boomers will need to sort of exit the societies, to say the, politely, but it's just not going to happen. So providing an infrastructure for the masses gives you a lot of problems, and I honestly think we've solved them all, and I'll show you. So this is where we think we are in the curve, and we believe that the next big challenge is to onboard this early majority. How are we doing this? Through real-life events. I also think gaming could be a catalyst, but that's not the route we've chosen. We've chosen real-life events. And so the next billion users, where are they? They are engaging with culture. They're just living their lives, using WhatsApp, going to events, doing whatever they do in a daily life. And we provide them with a ticket to access an event, but we also provide them with a ticket to enter the Web3. As you can see, it's depicted there with an ETH piggy bank and a DeFi Ferris wheel, stuff like that. But this is what we envision, and this is what we're doing. So what we try to do is not only get a load of people into the event, but we tokenize this mutualistic relationship between a creator and an attendee. It's frictionless, so for them it's just buying a ticket, nothing more. Basically the same thing as Reddit has just done, which I think is awesome, because it underlines our strategy finally. And I think actually by next week we will have issued more NFTs than Reddit, so that's also nice. So it's frictionless, and you can revolutionize new business models, right? We can make sure that creators do not have to cater to a very broad audience to sell more detergents or whatever commercial shit they're selling. We give creators the tools to cater to a more narrow audience, but get a bigger buck out of it and make sure that they have a living instead of flipping burgers at Burger King and making underground punk rock. So this is what we do, and this is what we do on a daily basis. And we have been doing so for 2016. So all of these people have wallets, all of these people have NFTs, and very little of them know it. What we do see is we also serve as a basketball club, where we are really vocal about, hey, you have this NFT, you can interact with the players and stuff like that. What we're seeing is that the rate of people pulling out the NFT out of our custody and into their own custody is doubling every week. So yes, there is movement, but it's not very, but it's not where we want it to be. So we need to basically tell that story better. We need to have more utilities for the creator to engage with their fans. But hey, that's what is happening. And we're preferred supplier of one of the biggest venues in Holland. We're Amsterdam based, and we have a team of 50 people right now. But again, we do stadium concerts, we do theaters, we do a shit ton of tickets, basically. So this is basically to underline the strategy we had. So our strategy, of course, is the digital twin part, which is the infrastructure layer, because if everybody buys tickets just through our application, we are not going to be the data standard. I want Ticketmaster, I want C-tickets, I want DICE tickets all to use it. So basically there we provide a blockchain plugin for them to issue NFTs, very easy integratable, zero operational risk. But just building an infrastructure and saying it's superior is not going to attract new people. So we had to do it the long way. And that's why we've been in this business since 2016. So we created our own ticketing company, which is called Guts Tickets. It's predominantly active in the Dutch market. It's a very saturated market. It's like over 400 players there. But we've managed to become a top 5 player in these past 6 years. This is just our showcase, our business window, showing what NFT ticketing can bring to the table. So we basically allow monetization of the secondary market, but in an honest way, so people can basically set a price bandwidth. Yeah, so that's just something we are doing in Holland. We test new functionalities, just build cool shit, see if it works. If it doesn't, it goes out. And if it does, we push it down to our white label layer. So we have a software as a service company. At this point in time, 19 ticketing companies worldwide are using our software, so the full stack and not just the infrastructure. More to come. We have 7 in the waiting line, so it will be 26 in a very short period of time. There we want to basically provide some scale. And we do this worldwide, so we have 4 clients in the US, Canada, we have in South Korea, Italy, Germany. And this is really picking up traction right now because basically you get a state-of-the-art ticketing system without the large investment. And I can tell you it's a large investment. And then we have the digital twin, which is our end game. And basically what we want to do there is onboard existing entrenched ticketing companies to use NFTs, to issue NFTs. So it's basically an alternative way of distributing the right to access. And then the utilities afterwards, they can do whatever they want with it. Yeah, so that's basically what it is. So it's adoption through removing friction, and it results in this very simple, easy to use interface. And that's basically, yeah, what I wanted to tell you. So thank you very much. And if you have any questions, yeah, sure, go. I'm not sure what the word connect means, man.
Would you want, would Ticketmaster be a potential partner, or do you see them as like a competitor?
Yeah, so I'll go back. So on the first 2 levels, so the Apex and the middle level, they're a competitor, which is it's a hard sell, but I had to do it. But on the bottom layer, they are our potential client. Yeah, and that it also is something that makes it difficult. But again, like I needed to prove that we do volume and we could actually do a lot of volume because Web2 ticketing is hard in itself. Before anybody would, in his right mind, would use the protocol itself. But this is also picking up steam. So we have 2 clients there now doing a lot of volume and more to come. Any other questions? All right, that was it. Thank you very much.